promise. But by way of introduction, I would like to open up the familiar story to competing narratives composed over the years by enemies and friends from within and outside the new school. One of the more dramatic revisions was written in 1970 by two colleagues at the Graduate Faculty of Political and Social Science, previously known as the University in Exile. These self-identified radicals were relative newcomers to the new school, filled with ambition and a desire to make their mark on the institution. As they embraced the goals of the student movement on campus, they declared war on the few remaining members of the émigré generation, while still laying claim to the European tradition that had produced these eminent scholars. For what it is worth, the leading figure of the radical faction was of Jewish origin, as were the émigré faculty members he was attacking. Since its founding in 1919, the New School has been accused of being a radical institution with ties to the communist left. During the Red Scares that followed each of the world wars, these claims led to government investigations. For over 30 years, the FBI kept a file on Alvin Johnson, the New School's first president, and his university. The New School was also criticized for being too Jewish, even by members of the Board of Trustees. Despite the accusations, the New School never identified with Soviet communism or other Orthodox Marxist parties, but they did invite such people to teach, and this is a complicated story, as you'll see, but I must take a parenthesis to mention that Olgin, who was mentioned in two of the papers in the previous panel, taught at the New School from 1919 till his death, 1939. But it always identified itself as not being communist, quite the contrary. It was fiercely anti-communist as an institution, some might say even shockingly so, for a progressive institution that prided itself in defending academic freedom. What is more, the New School is not and never has been particularly interested in Jewish affairs. Although Alvin Johnson's extraordinary rescue efforts saved the lives of many Jews, he did not set out in 1933 to rescue Jews in particular. Listen to Johnson's own words on the matter, delivered in a 1935 report to the Board of Trustees that he called, and I quote him, a racial and political constitution of the faculty. His words, "There is a prevalent conception that the German professors expelled from their chairs were all either Marxians or Jews. This conception is not valid for as far as the graduate faculty is concerned. In selecting scholars for the faculty, no attention was given to such irrelevant matters as race and religion, but in the outcome it was found that rather more than 1/3 had no Jewish blood at all, and of the others several could be classed as non-Aryan only by virtue of the grandparent clause. The actual grounds for dismissal were, in only a small minority of cases, the Aryan clause in the law. The principal ground was political unreliability, that is, failure to accept the Nazi political discipline and philosophy. All the members of the faculty had supported the democratic government under the Weimar Constitution. Some of them had participated in it and were therefore unacceptable to the present government. No member of the graduate faculty, he concluded, is a Marxist, as the term is understood in America. A number of them were supporters of the Social Democratic Party, whose position was virtually that of the present-day American progressive, whether Democratic or Republican.